Hello everybody, I'm Shilaita Barua of class 10 and I study in New St. John's High School, which is situated in Siliguri. So we know that in the present world of existence there is a race of competition in which those are having the will to come forward, they only succeed. So we also know that project is like a bridge between theoretical and practical working. So with this feeling I have joined the project. And in the accomplishment of the project successfully, many people have based on their full-fledged support to complete this project. First of all, I want to express my deep sense of gratitude to Rajesh sir for his inexhaustible source of inspiration, and I also want to thank him for giving me the opportunity as well as my friends to demonstrate such a wonderful project on the topic, the layers of the atmosphere. So without wasting any time, let's start. Here is my project work. So as you can see, I have tried to demonstrate different layers of the atmosphere, which are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. So in this project work, I have used thermocol and the cotton for the clouds, and also I have used the colored papers and also the glitters. So this project has cost 200 rupees, and with this cost of money I have completed this project. So before going to the topic, which are the layers of the atmosphere, let's talk about what is atmosphere. So as all know that Earth is a unique planet because of the presence of life. So this air plays an important role and a necessary condition for the existence of life on the earth. So atmosphere contains life-giving gases like the ozone layer for the humans and animals, and also the carbon dioxide for the plants. So now I want to tell you that atmosphere can be divided according to the basis of temperature difference and chemical composition. So according to the chemical composition, atmosphere can be divided into two spheres, which are homosphere and heterosphere. So let's talk about what is homosphere. So these layers are very important, which I have also not included in this project, but we need to know what is homosphere and what is heterosphere because it's very important. So homosphere, so the word homo means uniform and the sphere means region. So the composition of the atmosphere from the Earth's surface to nearly 96 kilometers is formed of same proportion of various gases found in the atmosphere. So thus the layer is called the homosphere. And now let's talk about what is heterosphere. So hetero means dissimilar and the sphere means region. So above the homosphere till nearly 10,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface stretches the heterosphere. So in this layer, the proportion of various gases are not the same. Yes, in this layer, the proportion of various gases are not the same, and the layers of various gases do not maintain the same distance. So that's why it's called the heterosphere. So according to the chemical composition, the heterosphere are also divided into four types. So the lower layer extending nearly to 200 kilometers above the Earth's surface is the molecular nitrogen layer, and from 200 to 1100 kilometers lies the atomic oxygen layer. From 1100 to 3500 kilometers stretches the helium layer, and finally above the helium layer till nearly 10,000 kilometers stretches the hydrogen layer. Yes. So Now let's talk about the main layers, which are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. So the atmosphere consists of various gases which vary with height. Yes, it varies with height. So the atmosphere has multi-layer structure consisting of the following layers. So let's talk about the troposphere. So what is troposphere? So the word troposphere is derived from the Greek word tropos, which means turbulence or mixing. So most of the weather conditions and phenomena takes place in this layer. Yes, most of the weather conditions takes place in this layer. Temperature decreases with height at an altitude of 6.4 degrees centigrade or to 6.5 degrees centigrade for every 1000 meter or 1 meter increase in height above the sea level. This is also called normal lapse rate. This is very important, guys. This is called normal lapse rate. So the troposphere extends up to a height. Yes, it extends up to a height about 18 kilometers of the equator and generally decreases. Yes, it decreases at a height of 8 kilometers at the poles. Yes, it decreases. So all weather changes occur in this troposphere. So this layer is also called the layer of disturbance. Yes, it's the layer of disturbance, So let's move on to another layer which I have not shown here, but it is also very important layer, which is called the ozone layer. So this is the ozone layer. As you can see, this is the ozone layer. So what is ozone layer? So let's talk about I'm talking about the ozonosphere. Okay, so in this ozonosphere, ozone layer is there. Okay, so what is ozonosphere? So ozonosphere is above the troposphere layer, extending from 20 km to 50 km from the Earth's surface. Yes, it extends from 20 to 50 km from the Earth's surface. So it results from the splitting of ozone molecules by the ultraviolet rays towards the Earth's surface. It forms atomic oxygen and combines with other oxygen molecules present in the atmosphere. So these all layers are very unique, These layers make the Earth preferable for the existence of the life, and because of this layer we are here, we are existing. So let's continue what I was talking about, that ozonosphere. So ozonosphere, in the ozonosphere there is a layer called ozone layer. I am pretty sure that most of the students have most of the students only knew that what is ozone layer. So let me explain once again that what is ozone layer. So ozone layer is a layer which surrounds the Earth, and it absorbs the ultraviolet radiation and protects the Earth from the rays, So this is the ozone layer. So let's shift towards the stratosphere. So what is stratosphere? So above the troposphere in the ozonosphere, and then the stratosphere layer which extends up to 50 km from the Earth's surface. Yes, this layer is also very important layer. And let's talk about the characteristics of this layer. So in this layer, there is no water molecules, there is no dust particles, and there is no turbulence in clouds too. So there is no it's very ideal for the jet aircrafts to fly in this layer. So in this layer the temperature remains almost constant in the lower layer of the stratosphere. So the temperature increases due to the absorption of the ultraviolet radiation of the sun by ozone gases present in the layer. So this layer begins to fall again or about 50 kilometer. Yes, it's again began to fall or nearly about 50 kilometer. This marks the limit of the stratosphere, which is called the stratopause. These are very important, guys. And let's now talk about what is mesosphere. So mesosphere is the layer which extends from 80 kilometer above the stratosphere. So this layer also has the unique characteristics. This layer decreases with altitude falling as low as minus 19 degrees centigrade. And the end of this layer is mesopause, and when the temperature decreases to nearly minus 100 degrees centigrade. Yes. So this is the mesosphere. So now let's talk about what is thermosphere. So as you can see in the thermosphere, I have included the aeroplanes, and I have also included the aurora borealis in this layer. So yes, it has also the unique characteristics. The ionosphere or the ozone layer extends from 80 to 400 km. The temperature in this layer rises to a very high degree, like 1480 degrees centigrade, due to the presence of sun molecules in this layer. So there is also another characteristic in this layer, that in this layer ions are present, and radio waves are also present in this layer, which help in the long distance communications and which are reflected back to the earth by the electrically charged gas molecules in this layer and atmosphere. So in this layer also there is the northern light called the aurora borealis. So now let's talk about the exosphere. So this is the exosphere is the topmost layer of the atmosphere. So the atmosphere here is in the rarefield form, and pressure is extremely low here. The temperature increases with height in this layer, and due to the lack of the gravity, the traces of gas molecules such as the oxygen, nitrogen, helium, argon are also present in this layer. So these are the layers of the atmosphere which I was talking about. These are very important layers, and yes, these only are the layers